On March 8, 2014, Flight MH370 vanished, not into a storm, or a remote jungle, but into an almost perfect vacuum of official information, leaving behind only paradoxes, a plane tracked for hours that was declared lost in minutes, a global search that found nothing, and a silence more deafening than any distress call. This wasn't merely an accident, it was a profound systemic failure, exposing vulnerabilities within global aviation protocols and international cooperation that remain largely unaddressed, shattering our illusion of control over the skies. From Kuala Lumpur to Beijing, the trajectory of Flight MH370 was supposed to be routine. Yet, a mere 37 minutes after its pilot bade goodnight, Malaysian 370, the aircraft inexplicably disappeared from civilian radar screens. This critical 37-minute window between official civilian contact loss and military radar data processing marks the first crucial delay in understanding its true path, a period ripe for critical analysis, not just passive acceptance of its unexplained absence. The initial confusion quickly turned into a bewildering lack of immediate wreckage or distress signals, challenging all established protocols. Initial reports painted a picture of baffling uncertainty. A state-of-the-art Boeing 777, designed with redundant communication systems, had seemingly vanished into thin air. No debris, no emergency beacon, not even a call. This immediate void of information ignited a global fascination and dread, as the world grappled with the surreal reality of a multi-ton aircraft, carrying 239 souls, erasing itself from existence in an age of pervasive surveillance. The very possibility of such a vanishing act felt like a regression, not progress, in aviation safety. The immediate aftermath was characterized by missteps and delayed responses. Conflicting reports from Malaysian authorities sowed confusion, losing precious time during the critical golden hours of a potential rescue. The initial search effort was fragmented, lacking unified command and clear direction. These early failures weren't malicious, they were symptomatic of unpreparedness for an event of this magnitude and the inherent friction between multiple national agencies, each with their own protocols and priorities. The world watched, frustrated, as the window for answers began to close. Central to the mystery is the fate of the aircraft's communication systems. The Aircraft Communications Addressing and Reporting System, or ACARS, designed to transmit vital operational data, and the transponder, essential for radar identification, both ceased functioning. This wasn't merely a technical malfunction, their simultaneous deactivation suggests a deliberate act, plunging the aircraft into a communications blackout. This implies human intervention, a chilling detail that shifts the focus from accidental failure to an engineered disappearance, yet the question of who or why remains unanswered. Despite the communications silence, a crucial piece of data emerged: the handshake pings from an Inmarsat satellite, automatically exchanged with the aircraft for hours after it vanished from radar. These intermittent signals, though not transmitting data, allowed investigators to map a rough flight path, suggesting the plane continued flying south into the vast expanse of the Indian Ocean. This ghost flight theory, derived from satellite data, paradoxically confirmed the plane's prolonged flight while simultaneously deepening the enigma of its ultimate destination and purpose. The technology provided clues, but the context was missing. The Indian Ocean, already one of the world's least explored regions, became the focal point of the largest and most expensive search operation in history. Yet, its sheer size, depth, and the complexity of its seabed presented unprecedented challenges. These weren't merely, "we couldn't find it," they were profound environmental and technological obstacles that highlighted the limits of even our most advanced deep ocean recovery capabilities. The vastness of the search area, compounded by the lack of precise positioning data, ensured an agonizingly slow and ultimately futile endeavor, underscoring the systemic lack of preparedness for such oceanic disappearances. The official search spanned years and millions of dollars, yet yielded no definitive answers. Despite advanced sonar and remotely operated vehicles, the sheer volume of the search area, defined only by ambiguous satellite pings, proved insurmountable. The repeated failures of the most sophisticated technology underscored the fact that precision data, not just powerful tools, is paramount in such an undertaking. The political and logistical complexities of coordinating multiple nations further hampered progress, creating an illusion of effort that masked fundamental incapacities to deliver coherent results. The scale of the failure was becoming undeniable. Comparing MH370 to the downing of MH17 just months later offers a stark contrast in investigative outcomes. MH17, tragically shot down over Ukraine, saw a rapid recovery of wreckage and black boxes, leading to swift conclusions about its fate. This highlights not just the difference between air and sea disasters, but the profound impact of accessible crash sites on accountability. The inability to recover MH370's flight recorders or debris meant the absence of crucial forensic evidence, perpetuating the mystery and denying families closure. This is a critical failure in the feedback loop for aviation safety. The search efforts, though massive in scale, were plagued by bureaucratic inertia and a lack of data sharing among nations. Each country's independent protocols and sensitivities regarding military radar information and satellite data meant critical pieces of the puzzle were revealed too slowly or not at all. This wasn't a malicious cover-up, but a profound systemic flaw in international incident response protocols, where national interests often superseded the collective goal of finding the truth. The inherent opaqueness of national security data thus actively hindered a timely and conclusive resolution, compounding the tragedy with frustrating institutional gridlock. Even highly advanced, contemporary search operations, like the one conducted by Ocean Infinity, ultimately failed. Deploying autonomous underwater vehicles over 140,000 square kilometers, their efforts were still limited by the fundamental ambiguity of the initial satellite data and the unforgiving nature of the deep ocean. This wasn't a failure of technology itself, but a powerful demonstration of how even the best tools are rendered ineffective without precise parameters and validated starting points for the search. The illusion of technological infallibility was shattered by the ocean's vast indifference. The psychological impact of MH370's disappearance resonates deeply. It remains the deadliest incident involving a Boeing 777 that is still shrouded in complete mystery. This incident fundamentally challenged the foundational belief in aviation safety and the omnipresence of tracking technology. The families of the 239 passengers and crew are left without closure, caught in a limbo of uncertainty and unaddressed grievances, a profound example of systemic neglect where the institutions designed to protect and inform ultimately failed to provide the most basic answers, leaving a scar on global aviation. Despite a decade having passed, the official explanations and theories surrounding MH370 remain unsatisfying, fueled by the absence of definitive wreckage. The lack of black boxes means vital cockpit voice recordings and flight data remain largely unknown, denying any conclusive understanding of the aircraft's final moments. This void has allowed speculative scenarios to proliferate, underscoring the severe consequences of a complete lack of verifiable evidence and reinforcing public distrust in official accounts. The failure to recover these critical instruments represents the ultimate barrier to resolution, a chilling void of information. The lasting legacy of MH370 is not just an unsolved mystery, but a stark reminder of humanity's enduring vulnerability in the face of nature's vastness and the limits of our technological prowess when confronted with unique circumstances. It exposed how easily a technologically advanced society can be rendered helpless by insufficient protocols and the sheer scale of the unknown. That an aircraft could simply vanish from the modern world challenges our deep-seated assumptions about safety, control, and transparency, echoing through every subsequent flight we take. The incident stands as the single deadliest case of aircraft disappearance and the greatest mystery in modern aviation. This isn't merely a statistic, it's a profound systemic failure that questions the very fabric of our interconnected global systems. It raises disturbing questions about the effectiveness of current international protocols for tracking aircraft, coordinating cross-border emergencies, and the transparency of information when national security interests converge with global tragedies. The silence of MH370 continues to haunt the skies, a chilling testament to unfinished business. Ultimately, MH370 remains a powerful and disquieting narrative of modern aviation's limits. It is a story not just of a missing plane, but of a global system that faltered, leaving a wound in the collective consciousness. Until the wreckage is found and the black box is recovered, the true story of MH370 will remain trapped in the deep ocean, a constant, silent question mark. This ongoing enigma forces a reckoning with how we perceive safety, accountability, and the very real possibility that some truths can simply vanish, even in an age of unprecedented information. The skies are perhaps not as fully conquered as we believe.